Hi, welcome to Coastal Connections with Courtney. I'm going to be your host, Courtney Anderson, and you're going to get to view the show once a week. On this show, we are going to feature fun, all positive things that people are getting their hands in, which are making the Mississippi Gulf Coast the #1 place to live and growing daily. We're going to get into the lives of the coastal celebrities and how they've gotten where they are today and what exactly they are doing that makes the coast so wonderful. Hey everyone, and welcome to Coastal Connections with Courtney this week. I'm so excited. We are located right here at the William Carrey tradition on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. We get the honor to talk one-on-one with Vice President of Enhancement, Dr. Lynne Houston. Well, here we are with Coastal Connections with Courtney, and I'm so honored to meet with the Dr. Lynne Houston. We're here at the William Carrey tradition, located right here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and it's quite beautiful.
Thank you so much for having us.
Well, I'll tell you, I've always been so drawn to you, and God placed me in you in my heart a long time ago on the journey, and passing by, being born and raised from the Mississippi Gulf Coast, I always would see this and say William Carrey tradition, and it was so beautiful for the coast. The architecture, everything about it, I feel kind of like it's a hidden gem.
Absolutely, Courtney.
Okay.
We have so many amazing things here.
Yeah. Well, tell me a little bit about it, and what is your title? What do you do? How is it so successful?
First of all, my title is I am Vice President to the President over Advancement at William Carrey University, and I absolutely love my job because it gives me the opportunity to be with the public, to meet with the public, and to do great things, not only for the university, but for the public.
Absolutely.
And that when you balance it, it becomes a great win-win for everyone.
And how long have you been doing this for William Carrey?
I've been at William Carrey now for 13 years, and I have enjoyed just about every minute of it. It has really been a part of my life's plan, and I feel sure that this is where God has wanted me to be. And as a result, I feel like a lot has been accomplished and a lot has been done for our students, for our faculty, staff, but most importantly for our community.
Absolutely. And Dr. Houston, I know you've seen a lot. Being the vice president, you see this, you see these students coming through, you provide them with the top-notch things that you could ever have on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. I feel like a lot of people don't know exactly what goes on here, what you've seen. We just got out of a huge pandemic.
Right.
Things are normalizing some. And the first thing I said to you, I was like, you're a doctor, you have all these different titles, and you said, well, I found my calling, and so I want to inform the public.
Yeah. I do want the public to know that this hidden gem that you alluded to is one of the places that has an amazing opportunity right at your back door or right at your front door, depending on which side of the interstate you want to drive. But our education department has received numerous national as well as state recognition for the many things, and it has grown exponentially. Our medical community has been evolved from our College of Osteopathic Medicine. We started out with 100 students. This August, we will graduate starting 200 students a year, which means we will be the largest medical school in the state of Mississippi.
See, I had no idea.
I know, right? So it's a great thing, but here's the other part about it. This graduating class this year has a 99% match rate. That means they have matched students with where they have been trained to go, just like this, and they are ready to start serving. More importantly, for Mississippi and for the Hattiesburg and Gulf Coastal region, 60% will stay here.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say
60%,
that.
because here's the
That's
thing.
incredible.
You mentioned coming out of the pandemic.
Yeah.
We lost a lot of nurses. We lost a lot of physicians. We lost a
Who
lot
lost
of,
their lives?
well, they lost lives, but they also decided to retire or to do something
just
else
too
because
much.
they went through so much during the pandemic, especially nurses. We have so many hospitals that are in dire need of nurses. I have an exciting news about our nursing program. Just this year, just last week, we found out we had 100% passage of the national board exam. They will graduate in May with their national board exam and ready to walk into a clinic, a hospital, doctor's office. They're ready. That's what William Carey does. It changes lives and it changes the community. It makes it a better place for them and for our students.
Right, and the thing is, like, we didn't know that.
Right.
And it's right here in Mississippi.
Right.
And we're talking about one coast, we're expanding, there's so many opportunities. These are great things that are making leaders, health heroes for all of the people in the community.
I'm glad you mentioned Health Heroes.
Yeah.
We have pharmacy here at the Tradition campus. We've already started graduating our students. When the pandemic started on the onset and even all the way through, our pharmacy students were in the lines, setting up the shots, getting them ready for the nurses and the doctors to give. They were there working every day from sunup to sundown, helping to give shots or helping to take temperatures or helping to help them get the test to diagnose to see if someone was positive, hopefully negative. But
Sure.
giving the test, helping with all of that. Our students were on the front lines with those nurses, with those doctors, and that's what they were called to do. Just like you and I have a calling, they do too, and they fulfilled it.
I mean,
And
that's
they're-
commitment.
That is, and they're going to continue to do this. And William Carey, that's the spirit of William Carey. William
Right.
Carey wants to do this for our community.
I love it. You feel the energy, the sayings. Y'all build the students up, I feel. And
absolutely.
everybody here, you build them up. You don't, and of course, being a human, you get discouraged, but you have people like you and counselors. And I bet you is it hard to get in here? Like if students are watching being like, that's what I want to do.
Really, to me, if you can get your undergrad work taken care of, your biologies, your sciences, all of those have to be done. You have to walk before you can run, right?
Sure.
So you have to get all those things done first. And once you do those things, then going into the programs are so much easier to do once you get past that. Okay?
Right. So I've heard all about it, and I don't know everything about Mr. Ben Carson, but I know it's a huge deal, and I have no idea how you're bringing him to the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum. But can you tell me about the dinner? Because I want to get involved and hoping that others will want to be sponsors and help this community.
Thank you. This is just means so much to us for this reason
Yeah.
because, this dinner is an annual dinner. It will be a scholarship dinner that we will use monies that we make some, not a lot, but we do make some money off the dinner so that we can offer the scholarships to the students who are going into the medical field. This year, that's what we're going to try, get that done. Dr. Carson, I've come to know him and his wife Candy, and they are very good friends, and they are such good people. And he has such a good heart and a good vision, not only for medicine, but for the country. I promise. But he really wants to give a message of hope, and he really wants to give a message of what the medical community can do and provide and what it can mean for an area. What if we did not have anything here and had to drive to like New Orleans for everything?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So we really are so grateful and so glad that we have the opportunity to have the medical people that we do here. We're going to have a scholarship. The scholarship dinner will be on Tuesday, April the 26th.
Okay. And that's right around the corner.
It's right around the corner. And we're going to have a time that we will set it up so that the people will come at 6 and it will begin at 7.
Okay.
Because it takes a little while to get a large number of people in the doors.
Oh, yeah.
We had this dinner in Hattiesburg, and we had 980 who attended the dinner in Hattiesburg. I just know the Mississippi Gulf Coast wants to get 1,000.
Right, I noticed you said it's an annual.
Right.
And do you have to go ahead and reserve your seat, your ticket for dinner?
Yes, you need to reserve your ticket and reserve your table. We would love for you to come. We want you to be there. Dr. Carson, he makes it personal. He really does. He makes this dinner more personable because he believes in the mission of William Carrey for our medical students and for our nurses, everybody that's connected to any form of medicine.
Oh,
Okay?
wow. Well, I'm sure you put so much time and endless hours, and your staff, you introduced me to the dean, and I could tell y'all had a really close relationship, and y'all just doing amazing things.
I do want to mention Jennifer Frerich.
Okay.
She is from the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and she works at our Tradition campus, and she is their contact person for this event. You can call 228-702-1853. And you will be able to reach her. She will help you with tables or just individual seats. We have, like I said, we're going to have the major, what I call the pillars, the hospitals and clinics that are going to be there.
Like which one?
We have Singing River, we have Ochsner's, we have Memorial, we have Bienville Clinic, and these people are going to all be there so people can show their appreciation to them.
Right,
So
and I
they
love
can
you
thank
bringing
them.
all the different hospitals together, and everybody's amicable and
then
helpful.
there's going to be individual physicians that are going to be there.
Oh, I'm sure.
They're bringing their staff so that we can say thank you. I just want everybody to know that for 2.5 years, the doctors, the nurses, they have been on a battlefield. They have been fighting COVID with their lives. They put their lives on the line so that you and I could stay in our everyday life. It wasn't something that they could walk away from. They did this day in and day out. And it's time that we, the community, we say thank you. We appreciate you. You are the one that we need to say thank you for helping us get through the COVID-19 pandemic.
And by doing that for them, they're like, my purpose, my endless tiring nights away from my family, risking my life, it was worth it.
Yeah.
And you're doing this wonderful dinner, but I'm so glad that you're educating all of us because there's more we could do.
Yeah, I just really think that we need to stop and say thank you.
Absolutely, and I think this dinner...
We've got to stop and say thank you. We've got to give them our support. They've got to know that their community realizes that they are able to continue life. And I will say life because they have made it possible for us to all stay safe. Yeah.
Well, the thing, and then you also said, you know, we don't have, I mean, it's a fact, you don't have to go to New Orleans, you don't have to travel, and I'm so happy that you're telling the coast and myself that is a really legit option, because I feel like in an emergency or a case, people, you know, initially start being like, let's go here, let's go there, but we have that right here.
You have it here. You have some of the best doctors.
I know that.
We feel that way about Hattiesburg, but then when I got to know all the people and I got to meet a lot of the doctors here and on the coast, I said, they're here. They can do whatever needs to be done can be done here, and you are so fortunate. You are so fortunate. My mother lives in a very small rural town, very small rural town. She has to drive to Hattiesburg, and it's an hour and 30 minutes to get to a doctor.
Wow.
We are so lucky.
It's already hard having to go to these appointments and having it right there.
Right.
And I feel as the coach and professionals like you leading and training them, they are right here.
We need to say thank you.
Absolutely.
And we need to step up and we need to be there, and we just need to say, you know, because of you, we're able to continue.
Well, let me ask you this. Okay, so we need to get people involved in attending this. Nobody should miss this. It's amazing. But do you have like a Facebook, a website? We said we're going to call Miss Jennifer for tables.
Right.
The businesses. Okay.
Right. Our website is the Jennifer Frerich right here, and then this is the number. So
perfect.
jfrerich@wmcarey.edu, and they can email her, they can call her, anything. We have a Facebook page. It'll be on our Facebook page as well, at William Carey University Facebook page.
Perfect.
We will have that there as well.
And we need the community to start sharing that Facebook page and thanking our heroes, because we're living and going on with our daily routine because there's people in the back fighting for us.
That's right.
And
Always.
I'm so happy you share with us this battleground, because you see things that we don't see.
Right. Well, I think it's just a part of when you stop and look, and my dad used to say, Lynn, never look at the person that's counting the money. Look at the person that's pushing the broom.
Oh, I totally believe that.
And I do believe that. I believe that we need to stop and look at the ones that have been doing the work and the ones that have really helped us get through this. And we just need to say thank you.
Well, exactly. And I want to thank you, because you are such a wonderful leader to lead the community, and you've lived the life of all the students you're training and encouraging. You are that. You have many, many titles and many hats, and you wear them so wonderfully. So
you're too kind. Way too kind.
Well, anyway, well, what we want to follow. Everyone is always, it's hidden, and the things that are going on here are so cool and prevalent to the community and opportunities. So I would like Coastal Connections with Courtney just to follow you with the different events, if you'll just keep us in the loop.
Would love to. We've had some amazing people who have been speakers for our scholarship dinners. And one comes to mind because of the things that are happening around the world right now. Former Attorney General John Ashcroft was one of our guest speakers. He spoke in Hattiesburg and he spoke here.
Okay.
General Ashcroft was in command of the entire nation of military, everyone, when 9/11 happened. That was on his watch. And he had some amazing, eye-opening stories for us to hear and to know. And with the things that are happening with the military today, we really need to keep our eyes and ears open. Because if not, we may need more medical people.
Exactly, and we can end this now
with
information, informing, and taking people like you stepping up. Well, what we're gonna start with is, let's start with this amazing dinner. And I would be so honored to hear Dr. Ben Carson. That's pretty cool. He's a dear friend of yours.
Yes, he's a very good friend.
And we're going to have a great turnout April 26th. It's at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Coliseum.
That's right. There's plenty of tables. We really need your support. We really need your help. And we hope that you'll come out and be with us, because this night is going to be a night that can be a game changer.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone who tuned in today. And I just want to thank you, Dr. Lynne Houston, the Vice President of Enhancement.
Thank you so much for having us. I just know good things are to come.
And stay tuned. We will be right back with more Coastal Connections with Courtney.
Jocelyn Ford Lincoln in Gulfport, we have brand new 2022 inventory hitting the lot daily, and we're ready to make a deal. We know new inventory's hard to find, but we got 'em. Check out the new Explorer, we got 'em. How about F-150 trimmers? We got 'em. Escapes, we got 'em. Edges, we got 'em. Looking for a Lincoln? We got 'em. Visit us today on Highway 49 in Gulfport, and don't forget,
we'll beat your best deal, regardless.
are a beacon of healing, resolute and consistent. Determined, we are problem solvers, driven to overcoming obstacles. Unshakable, we are prepared, capable, experienced. Unbeatable, we are a network of people providing care throughout your lifetime. We are believers in the healing power of compassion. We are Memorial.
Visit the Gulf Coast's newest casino.
Come in today and experience the beautiful smoke-free Beachview Casino.
Pick your game. We have your favorite slots and table games and a sports book.
Enjoy incredible views while you dine at one of our many restaurants.
And grab a drink while you enjoy live entertainment every weekend in the heart of the action.
The Gulf Coast's newest, the smoke-free Beachview Casino Resort, Gulfport.
Thank you for calling J. Allen Toyota Service.
This is what happens when you set an appointment at J. Allen Toyota Service. We will order the part right then, so it'll be here when your appointment comes. Our greeter staff will greet you quickly and friendly and top off your fluids before your car even leaves the drive. Then your car will go to one of our 6 two-man express teams or one of our 10 certified technicians so they can get you back on the road safely and quickly. This is service the way it should be at J. Allen Toyota Service.
Hey, Louie in the house for some home safety tips. I can see that you're quick learners because you move that cord away from the burners. Heat can damage cords and show off their wires, and damaged cords and overloaded sockets cause fires. Water and appliances sure don't mix, but that's an easy problem to fix. Keep electrical things away from tubs and sinks, you see, and when you're in the house, play it safe around electricity. Yeah!
Hey Courtney,
Hey,
how are
what's
you doing?
up? Oh my gosh, what's going on over here?
How you been?
Good to see you.
Good
Thanks for
seeing
making
you.
time for us.
Oh, I'm excited about
I
it.
know, this is so exciting. I love coming and dining and eating, but now I actually get to see what goes on behind the scenes. And
Let's get going. I got some drinks.
I know.
Some oysters.
Perfect, my favorite.
All right, Miss Courtney, I got Wes Zimmerman making you an old fashioned today.
Hey Wes, what's going on? Hey, good. Show me what you got back there.
All right, so this is going to be our smoked old fashioned. First thing we're going to do is burn the cedar plank wood, trap the smoke inside this glass.
Oh. And you do this right up front of the people when they're ordering?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
As they're
awesome
ordering it.
experience. Oh,
All right,
look
we're
at
gonna let
that.
that smoke up for a second. And once that's done, we're gonna add our fruit. So these are Luxardo cherries. A little more expensive than the traditional maraschino cherries.
Okay.
Then we're gonna muddle it. When we're done muddling, we're gonna add our Angostura bitters.
And this is one of your most popular drinks?
Yes, ma'am, probably our most popular drink.
I'm sure.
And then we got our simple syrup. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that.
Okay.
Then we got our whiskey. I'm gonna use Buffalo Trace on this one.
Nice.
And then to finish it off, we add our Big Rock. And then we're gonna torch this orange a little bit, get some of the bitters off the orange in there.
That is so cool. That's awesome.
I'm gonna put the orange in there. Get a little bit of that in there. Rim the glass with the orange.
And you're good to go.
We're good to go.
All right. Thank you. Cheers.
All right, come on, let's go see Chef Bailey. Wait, I think you should try a raw oyster.
Oh, definitely. Do you have a fork?
We don't use forks at this place.
Okay,
You just kind of suck it right in. How is it?
Oh my God, delicious.
Yep, better than the cooked ones.
I know, I was gonna say, we always get the grilled ones, like 2 orders, but those are absolutely delicious.
All right, right this way.
Perfect amount of salt, delicious and fresh. So we're back here behind the scenes with Bailey. So what are we gonna be making today?
Today we're gonna make our pasta on special this week.
Okay.
We're gonna be using our Postmate spaghetti noodle. We're gonna have lump crab meat and a pea puree. So we'll go ahead and get started. Turn on a low heat. We're gonna take a little bit of our pasta water. Some of our cultured house garlic butter.
And that's what y'all's signature, y'all are all about the dishes and the spices and the sauces.
Oh yeah, we try to make everything as fresh as possible.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Nothing's boring here at Fields.
Nothing, I just had the most delicious raw oyster out there. It was kind of a surprise and I got to have one.
The Gulf oysters we've been getting recently
yes,
are really, really
it was so good.
And just a pinch of salt. A little bit of our pea puree. So you can go ahead and throw me a handful of peas in there. You can also use your spoon.
So you're going to put peas in the sauce?
Yes, ma'am.
The famous sauce?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We've already got our pea puree.
Just a spoonful, right?
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to add our lump crab.
Oh, no, that's delicious. That's my favorite thing. I always get that on the steak and all the fish.
And our noodles should be ready. We're going to bring a little bit of water with them. Kind of finish our sauce.
Oh, delicious.
About done.
And listen, Bailey, I mean, so you're the leading chef here in Bay St. Louis at Fields, and I hear something really big and exciting is happening for you in March in Biloxi at Fields.
Yeah, we hopefully we finally are getting the doors open of Fields Biloxi.
Absolutely.
We're excited to bring our cuisine over to that side of the coast. There's really nothing like it over there that offers the same.
That's what he was saying.
So it's going to be a great market for us.
More like an Italian steakhouse, that type?
Yeah, but it's going to be similar to an old school Italian chop house with their Gulf Coast influence. We'll have all your seafoods, your gumbos. But other than that, I'm going to bring my European influence to it. Should be fun.
Wow. Oh, awesome.
We're going to finish it with a little squeeze of fresh lemon juice. Come around and plate it.
Oh, my. This is how you make it happen. Bailey, what is this dish right here?
This is the jumbo lump crab with
Okay.
house-made spaghetti.
Delicious.
Pea puree and mint. Just to finish it up, we'll grate some of our fresh pecorino romano. That's our dish.
Delicious.
So Courtney, what are you thinking?
I think it's delicious. I think I need a little bit of a break and just kind of catch up. Loved meeting Bailey, loved seeing this happen back here. No wonder it's so top notch. And you don't mind.
Well, hey, let's go try it out.
I think I will.
Come on.
Maybe a couple more oysters.
All right, let's go.
Oh, thanks.